Well, good evening, gang, and welcome to It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams. I'm your host, and to my right and to your left is my good friend and fabulous artist. We're so happy to have you in the building with us, Danny Caba-Soto. How are you?
Good.
It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I want to remind everybody that we are coming to you live from our beautiful studios here at BNN TV, and you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like. We're at 617-708-3290. If you want to give us a call, tell us what's going on with you. So, Dan, how are you?
Good.
How's the summer treating you so far?
Good.
Danny is a student at, where'd you go?
Sacred Heart School.
Sacred Heart School in Roslandale, and Roslandale is having this incredible event coming up. It's called Porch Fest, right? And we asked all of the elementary school students in Rosendale to submit a proposal for the logo, because this is the first annual one. And tell me, Danny, when that was proposed to you guys in your fifth grade, right?
Yeah.
Fifth grade class, what was some of the ideas? What was some of the things you were thinking about when they talked about Porch Fest and the musicians and all that?
Well, I didn't really know what I was going to do at first, but then I got the idea, since it was a musical thing, to like put a guitar, and then since it was Rosendale Porch Fest, I just wrote
put the words in there. It's an ingenious idea. I mean, everybody that we had, like 400 or 500 submissions. 400 or 500 people submitted pieces of art from around the area, and it was really, the debate was hard and heavy. I was not involved in it, but they came up with yours. I think can we show everybody what Danny's submission was? There it is, Dan. Can you just explain a little bit about? I love the design and the way that the letters meld together. Like, is that kind of like a style of yours?
Yeah.
How long did something like that take you?
It took me a day or two, and then I had to redo it because I messed it up.
Well, you know, there's always trying first, you know, and doing that. One of the things that I'm glad you're here with us today to talk about is in your school, there is you get to go to art every week. How is that? Do you enjoy being able to do that?
Yeah.
How do you think it helps your education? How do you think it helps you with any of your other subjects? If you think it does, I don't know. Do you?
Well, it helps me because sometimes I have to like draw and like subjects. Like one time for geometry, we had to draw a bedroom, and we had to put shapes in it.
Okay, so the art class helps you get those shapes together and be able to put things together.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of going to Sacred Heart School?
Well, my favorite subject is math, and I'm really good at it.
Well, I've heard from one of your teachers, Miss D'Amato. Is it Miss D'Amato is one of your teachers? That your math is incredible. You're really quick and smart, and you take to it very easily. You know, there's math in art too.
Yeah.
Can you figure out how?
No.
No, that's okay. Well, the percentage of red that you put with yellow to make the right kind of orange, all that kind of things. When you're at home and out of school, are you doing artful things as well? I mean, do you have a sketchbook at home or anything like that?
I color sometimes.
Is it something that you use to kind of relax with?
Yeah, sort of.
Now, at your school there is an art show, right? At the end of the year. Did you submit any pieces this year?
Yeah.
How did that go for you?
It was okay. I liked it.
Now, did you use the same kind of style? I'm going to show you this card because one of the things that they're doing with Danny's logo. There we go. Zoom right in there. There we go. It's going to be the logo for the Rosendale Porch Fest, which is coming up in September 12th. And can you tell us a little bit about what Porch Fest is, Dan?
Well, it's like people like go on their porches and play music, and you can go around and listen to all the different
It's
music.
free music. It's an opportunity to go around your neighborhood and listen to different musicians playing on different porches. You know, I think we should get Mark to come back from wherever he's hiding in those days and adopt a porch. Right? It'd be awesome. I'm probably going to play on one too. Do you think you'll come by and hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, that's great. Danny, I want to thank you so much. It's always fun to, well, I know that one of the things that we talked about when we started doing this logo thing was that the person that the committee picked was going to get an opportunity to come on the show and talk a little bit about their art and what their favorite arts are and how they do it. And I'm so proud and happy that it happened to be somebody from Sacred Heart School. There's a lot of great artists at Sacred Heart, aren't there?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw an awful lot of great submissions and stuff, and yours kind of says it all. It really does. It kind of explains what Porch Fest is. It says where it is. You know it's about music, right?
Yeah.
So thank you, Danny. I appreciate all your work. You're going to hang around with us for a little while? Because, you know, we have a great show tonight. We have a gentleman, Mark Brine, who is a great guitarist, singer, songwriter, musician from all over. He's been performing everywhere, and he was just at Sally O's last night, so we missed that show, but he's going to be around in town for a little while longer, so we get an opportunity to visit with him. Okay?
Okay.
There are a couple of things I do want to talk about, though, while we're sitting here. This is a great, we're very, very proud of our sponsors here at our supporters at It's All About Arts, and one of them is the Boston Main Streets organization. Boston Main Streets is a volunteer-driven organization that helps revitalize business districts around the city. I don't think you remember, but Rosendale, a long time ago, there were, you know, a lot of empty stores, there was a lot of business, there was nothing open at night, you know, it's kind of a drag. And, but Main Streets came in and they helped revitalize the area. They let the property owners know what kind of people living in the community, where they're spending their money, what kind of businesses they'd want down the square. Then once they put those, you know where Rossi Square is? Yeah. And once they put the businesses in there, they worked with the business owners to teach them and show them how to do their business. And then there's a promotions committee that runs events, like the Farmers Market. Have you been down to the Farmers Market?
Yeah.
I'm there every Saturday. From 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Come by and say hello, please. But that's Main Streets, and they've been supporting us for an awful long time, so I want to thank them. Danny and I thank you. So if you see someone in a Main Streets t-shirt, make sure you thank them.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're supporting this show for 17 years. It's a long time to be on the air, and we're very, very proud of our affiliation with them. You know who's usually sitting there is Valerie Eliason, who is my usual co-host, and you're sitting in for her, and I appreciate you being able to do that. She is off on a artful adventure out in the Midwest, visiting people and going to museums and collecting artful things that she's going to bring back for the show next week.
Okay.
We should say hi because she might be watching us. Can we say hi? Hi, Val. Thanks for tuning in from wherever you are out on location. You know what else I should tell you about is this building that we're in, BNN TV. BNN TV is an opportunity for people to come and do all kinds of television, like we're doing now. If you had a nonprofit, you know what a nonprofit is? No. Nonprofit is an organization that puts together a business plan to help improve the neighborhood, or they're going to be giving people aid that need help. But they're not making money to make money. Any of the money that they make, it goes into their business. It goes into helping people, or it goes into improving the community. Some schools are nonprofit. They don't make money to make money. They make money to make sure that the kids that are going to that school get the proper education. So if you had a business like that, you could come here and do a show and talk about what your nonprofit does. If you wanted to just learn how to do TV, you could become a member and join on the other side. There's another studio we walked by on our way in. And what you do over there is you learn how to use these amazing cameras. You learn how to use Final Cut Pro, which is a computer program where you learn how to cut and paste and upload images and do all the music and stuff that goes with television production. You know, we're going to be doing that over at Sacred Heart next year, you know. But only 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Oh, wait, you're going to be in the 6th grade. That's great. So what you do is you come and you learn how to do all of that kind of stuff, and they put your program on TV. So you can sign out these amazing cameras that these cats are using today to do this show. Go and film the Little League game. Go film your little sister's beauty pageant, whatever, you know, whatever they're doing, and edit it and put it on TV. Does that sound like something cool?
Yeah.
It really is cool. And people do it, and they become members here at Boston Neighborhood Network. That's the building we're in right now. And if you want to do that, what you do is you go to www.bnntv.org, and click on Janice Williams or Jim Atwood's name, and they'll give you all the information you need to come and do a show. Okay?
Okay.
Did I get that out? Did I get that okay?
Yeah.
Think everyone understood what I said? I
Yeah.
hope so. I'm practicing a lot. So listen, I want to thank you again. You know, we've got a great show. You know what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to go and talk to a great musician that's coming and that's visiting with us. He's going to perform for a little while. How's that sound? We'll take a little break. And you have anything else you want to say? Where were your sisters today? They're all wound up. Were those both of your sisters? Those two kids that were just, a sister and a brother, right?
Yeah.
You can correct me. You can say, hey, you got it wrong. It's okay. Speak up. It's all right. Tell me about the camp you're going to.
It's fun. They have a pool. There's biking, there's boating, there's fishing.
Wow. Now, do you stay there?
Yeah.
How's that treating you?
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. Is the food okay?
Yeah.
That's important. I hope the food's good. Well, that's great. You know, it's great to go to a camp. I've worked at a camp where you go and then you go home at night. You know, and then you got to come back the next day. You miss so much in that travel time. But when you wake up there at the camp, you know, you're ready to go hit the cafeteria and right out into whatever kind of fun they're going to be doing, right? There are a lot of kids there?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Do you know anybody, or is it like new friend time?
No, I've been there for 3 years.
Oh,
This is my
awesome.
3rd year.
Oh, very cool. What's the name of it?
It's Camp Wing.
Camp Win.
Wing.
A wing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, that's great, Danny. Thank you very much for sharing. Are you gonna? I know there was another question I wanted to ask you. It's about music. You still singing, buddy?
Yeah.
That's great. How's that going for you?
It's good.
Are you still in the choir?
No.
No, but you're still singing.
I'm in one of the choirs though.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in the gospel choir, I believe.
You know something? That was an incredible addition to the school this year, the gospel choir. You have no idea what you guys did. I mean, Mrs. Haldeman went over her head, was so excited with that. What was that like? Were you enjoying that? Is gospel music kind of a new kind of music to you?
It's sort of, but like, it was kind of, the gospel choir was kind of like the glee club that we used to have.
Yeah. The music's different, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, were you in the talent show this year?
No.
The gospel choir got bumped out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Towards the end. Well, that's awesome, Dan. Thanks a lot for being here. You know, people can watch this show tomorrow because it's going to be uploaded onto YouTube and BNN TV's VOD. VOD means video on demand. So you can go to www.bnntv.org and click on video on demand, and all of our videos come up, and you can click on and watch whichever one you want. Of course, the one that everyone's going to want to watch now is the one with you and I on it, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's the one I'm going to watch later on again to see how we did. Listen, gang, we're going to be back in just a couple of minutes. Please do not go away. Danny and I are sitting here enjoying a nice chat, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Please do not go away. You're watching BNN TV's It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn. This is Dan. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thanks. Oh, welcome back, gang. Thanks an awful lot for being here with us. Listen, one more reminder. This show tonight will be on YouTube, our YouTube station tomorrow. The YouTube station is It's All About Arts and the Number One. If you go there, you'll be able to see this show again. And there's lots and lots of other shows that we've been doing, too. So you do get an opportunity to check out some of our past shows. But right now, I am so excited and thrilled. Old friend, you know, I got a phone call back couple of months ago, and Mark said he was going to be in town and wanted to know if he could come back on, and I immediately cleared the calendar to make sure that I can make room for old friend Mark Brine. Hi, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Listen, sit back and relax. You're going to enjoy this. Have some fun.
All righty. Well, it's been raining a lot out, so I'm going to start off with this one. This is called Duck Day Blues. It's a duck day out there, baby, take a look. It's raining like cats and dogs. Hey, let's not spend all day just trying to dodge in out of them wet raindrops. Yeah, it's a H2O day. It's gonna stay that way. We might as well settle on
Were you able to
it
see? Okay.
and make the best. Try not to get wet till Mr. Sun pokes his head out again. Yes, it makes you wanna yawn, lay up all day long. Ain't a whole lot you can do. Baby, pass me my guitar. Let me write a little tune all about the Duck Day Blues. Woo! Woohoo! Yes, it makes you wanna yawn, lay up all day long. I believe I know what we could do. First, baby, come here close to me and let me sing you this song I wrote now. But if I'm gonna call it the Duck Day Blues, and now that it's all done, baby, let's go have some fun. Love away the Duck Day Blues, the Duck Day Blues. And there we go, the Duck Day Blues. That one, that's the name of that one. Anyway, I had this new album I'd done. There's a lot of solo recordings, like Glenn was saying, and but they vary. You know, they're not all kind of the same, so they jump around a bit. And here's another one from it, okay? With the boy in your arms, we stood before the judge in that office all cluttered and piled. His secretary in the background, she was polishing her nails. The judge rose and stood and he smiled at the two of us there in our Sunday bed, a little nervous, yet in love as could be. Then he recited those lines, those ever famous wedding lines, and began the ceremony. And it was like a Norman Rockwell print come to life. That day that you became my wife. Me in my suspenders and you in your bonnet, with a prayer it all turned out right. You're like a Norman Rockwell print come to life. Just a simple event, very little money spent. We couldn't afford to go on a honeymoon. No, I remember we just went out to some restaurant, some late night diner, and sat there staring out at the moon, while the kid banged away with his silverware drumsticks on the plates and just anything he could find. You know, baby, as simple as all was, I wouldn't change it now for nothing. It's gotta be one of my memories of all time. And like a Norman Rockwell print come to life, that day that you became my wife. Me in my suspenders and you in your bonnet, with a prayer it'll all turn out right. You're like a Norman Rockwell print come to life. And that's, of course, called Like a Norman Rockwell Print Come to Life. And those are a couple from the record. I'm going to get me a pick out, and I'll do you a song that did real good for me. This really, well, you know, if you search me on the internet, it will give you all the information. This did a lot. Got me on the Grand Ole Opry, had a lot of 2 Grammy nominations and so forth. It's a tribute to the father of country music. His name was Jimmy Rogers. He had 13 blue yodels. The last one he recorded, number 13, was in New York City, I think about a day and a half before he died of tuberculosis. I took the liberty of subtitling this Blue Yodel number 14 to begin the set, to begin the series again. But it's, the main title is New Blue Yodel. Let's see if we can get it done now that we've done all that talking. There's a new blue yodel, let me sing it here for you. There's a new blue yodel, let me sing it here for you. Jimmy Rogers, well, he done started, but I'm gonna see it through. Because the world goes round and nothing ever really chimes. This world goes round and nothing ever gonna change. It's just like one big old circle, everything comes round again. You know the blues been with us ever since the world began. Adam and Eve done started back when the world began. And it's bound to still be with us when the good Lord, He returns again. It don't matter where you're from, it's only where you're going to. How can you go forward when you're all looking back of you? Even Jimmy, well, he would tell you, buddy, it's time to look to the new. So here's a new blue yodel and I'll sing it here for you. Here's a new blue yodel, let me sing it here for you. Jimmy Rogers, well, he done started, I know, I'm gonna see it through. Excuse me, that's a new blue yodel. And I did a little follow-up song on the ukulele that did pretty good. So why don't I do that now? I'll jump over to the ukulele a little bit, and I got it hidden back here. Excuse me.
Want to get that for you?
Oh, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I had a kind of little follow-up hit with this one. I'm a ukulele. You hardly ever hear me these days. Just a little ukulele, an instrument nobody plays. And so I got these blues. I feel so useless these days. Ukulele, lately, yeah, that's me. Yes, I feel so little. I feel about 2 feet tall. All them other instruments make me feel so small. Yes, my old self-esteem hardly got any left at all. Ukulele, nobody plays me blues. Yeah, I got 'em. Yes, no one seems to need me. Ain't this music business cruel? I am obsolete and useless. Makes you feel so dragged just being so uncool. And wouldn't you know it, the only person who play me is some old yellow hodling fool. Ukulele, nobody plays me blues. I got them ukulele, yodeling blues. We got through it anyway. On my newest album, I have a new ukulele song. So while I got the ukulele out, I'll go ahead and do it. I think I'm a little bit out of tune though, so give me 1 second. I got this little automatic tuner here. Yeah, I'm just a little bit out. I apologize for that. We'll get it though. Yeah, this is kind of a follow-up to that song, I guess you could say. I think we're close. There we are. Okay. I came home this evening, feeling all weary and down. Wasn't in the mood for nothing, except for hopefully sleeping sound. But there she was in the corner, just a staring up so sweet, with that little come on look that spelled immediate trouble for me. No, I didn't want to do it, but no matter how I tried, she wouldn't take her gaze off of me with that Jezebel in her eye. Yeah, I knew there was no escaping, and I soon lost any hope. The more I tried to dodge it, the inevitable took control. Yeah, the ukulele made me. I wasn't in the mood, but soon I was all entangled in writing this ridiculous tune, and I don't know how to do it. It's a mystery to me, but the ukulele made me, and it just won't let you be. It's a crime the way they lure you on. There ought to be a law, a ukulele amendment or something to prevent the way they are. You ain't to doing what you really don't want to. It's a dirty, rotten shame. It's ukulele harassment. And once again, guess who's to blame? The ukulele made me. I wasn't in the mood, but soon I was all entangled in writing this ridiculous tune, and I don't know how to do it. It's a mystery to me, but the ukulele made me, and it just won't let you be. Yes, the ukulele made me. And there we go. The ukulele made me is the name of that one, obviously. Oh, okay.
Well, that was fantastic. Welcome back to It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams. I'm your host, and we're coming to you live from our beautiful studios here at BNN TV. You're more than welcome to give us a call if you want. We're at 617-708-3290. If you want to get through and let us know what's going on artfully in your community. I do have to do a quick shout out to the Rosendale Village Main Streets. Their farmers market down in Rossie Square at Adams Park is in full bloom. It is doing great things, and all kinds of super things are happening down there in Rossie Square. The Rosendale Village Main Streets concert series has started, and we've had some great acts. I mean, Opposite People was there. Lenny Solomon played. We've got all kinds of people coming up. It's going to be Patrice Monahan, Patty DeRosa played last week. There's going to be lots and lots of live music happening in Rossie Square. But, like Danny told you, on September 12th, Porch Fest is coming. The website you want to go to is www.rosendalearts.org/porchfest, and it's a free event. If you want to play, it's an opportunity for you to find a porch here, and we'll find the porch for you in Rosendale to come out and play. It's a free music event. But right now, speaking of great music, it's my great pleasure to invite back to the dais here my old friend Mark Brine. Hello, buddy.
Hi,
How
Glenn.
are you?
Great. I'm doing fine. I'm surviving. As we go along in life. It's every day you're going closer. As
How
old
was
Hank
Sally's
said.
last night?
Oh, good, great. We had a great time. I had my band with me that we had an album before this one.
Before this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was that won an award out at the National Traditional Country Music Association.
Congratulations.
But in 2013.
Yeah.
And this one here will be this year. I'll get it.
But this is all you, isn't it? There's
Yeah, that's
solo
just
stuff,
strictly me. Yep. Yeah, you know what it is.
And foot tapping. I see there's some foot tapping.
There is a little bit of foot tapping in there too. Yeah.
I read the jacket. I can't download music because I need
You
to
got
have,
good eyes to read that one. Well, I'll tell you what. That is, But I write a lot, so I put 21 on there just to kind of get them out. I got an overload of songs, and as time rolls along, like I say, we're getting closer. So I'm trying to get them out. Just
there.
get them
you
out.
want people to hear them. What's your writing process? What do you? Is it just,
It's usually I write them and then they sit there for about 20 years. That's usually the process. No, I do get. The thing with art, is like if you do something really good and you work on art, and the better ones will stick out, and they're timeless. I mean, it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, that sat in a drawer for 10 years before the guy had even showed. He was so embarrassed by it.
now?
Yeah, and now look at it. Yeah, it's a classic.
Huge,
so,
What our friend Dan here is a budding musician and singer, and he's been singing for a few years now at the school. When you're singing, do you warm up? Do you sing so often that you're kind of always in check with yourself?
Well, somewhat, I mean, at least for me anyways.
Yeah.
But what about you? Are you pretty much all together with it at any time?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, Danny performed here before on our show. He came with the Sacred Heart Choir.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
And they sang, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. They put a couple of area mics. They just recorded the room.
Wow.
And it was gorgeous. It was a beautiful sound,
Oh, I love the sound of the choir, right?
Kids' voices are just,
Oh.
especially when they've been trained in their on, that's,
Yep, I agree.
so-
I agree. Well, look at the London Boys Choir.
that's-
God,
that's
beautiful.
the mountaintop.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
really.
when I was a kid, it was Vienna's boys' choir.
Yes, yeah.
Danny, you said you had a question you wanted to ask?
How'd you learn how to play guitar?
Well, I started when I was around 10 to do it seriously. My dad had a little guitar around, but I didn't, never really, he tried to show me stuff, but you got to really just want for yourself, and you do it yourself, I mean, because my dad had shown me stuff, but I didn't retain it until I really wanted to learn myself.
Did you take lessons and stuff? So
I did one time. There was a place called Butler's Music.
One time.
Yeah, I went over there, and I had been learning on my own and learning a lot of chords and stuff. And when I went, he would tend to ask me about whether I went to the beach or whatever, And I could tell he was just killing time, and everything he was teaching me, I already kind of knew.
Yeah.
So I think I lasted 2 weeks at that.
Yeah,
I just couldn't, he was just kind of like showing me stuff I already knew for one, which was like the majors, major chords. And I understand, but to be talking about other stuff, even as a kid, I just picked up that you're just wasting my time,
Danny, is the guitar something you might want to learn how to play?
Yeah, starting to learn it actually.
You started taking lessons?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah, I mean, you got to practice.
That's what it's all about.
I play every day. How about you?
Yes.
Every day.
I don't go a day without playing maybe even 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm sitting down in my, I do all my, I told you I was back to school, and I do all my studying down in my studio.
Right.
So I'm always tiddling and whittling and doing something around, just playing.
Yeah. Even when you watch TV, sometimes you're just playing, and you're not paying attention, but it's helping,
Well, it's also where some ideas come out for your songs, too.
That's true, too, yeah.
Oh, that chord progression. Oh.
Yeah.
What note was it? And next thing you know, you're off and writing. Where are you taking lessons, Dan?
Actually, it's at my school.
Okay. So is it a group lesson? Is it a bunch of other students? Or?
It used to be like all the guitarists, but then we switched to the ones that were more advanced.
Okay.
Like the older kids, and then they had a group.
And you were one of the older kids?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in middle school now. Big man on campus now.
Hey.
No, I'm serious.
Well, between that and the artwork and everything, he'd be a star.
I know. That's that's one of the things when we were talking about art in school.
Yeah.
I mean the creativity and the opportunity for a kid to, you know what it is? It's the victory.
Yes.
It's the pulling something off that's good.
Yes.
And recognized by other kids. 4 + 4 is always going to be 8. That's not a victory,
Yeah.
But being able to do that, or being able to be advanced in the music department.
But it's creativity.
It's a creativity, but it's also gives you that confidence in yourself to where
That's right.
other things not going to be seen so bad or so difficult.
Right. Well, life is a unique thing for each one of us anyway.
Sure it is.
So
It should be.
And we should be able to excel in ourselves and what we are. I mean, there's always going to be people that are going to have negative thoughts about what you do and whatever, But that's where you build the confidence when something like that happens. It makes you realize that you do have something different.
Yeah. How do you feel when the box comes in?
Well, that's what. Yep, that's right. I feel like I wish I could sell them real quick.
Oh, I've got boxes of these at home,
Me too.
but when it shows up, you have that accomplishment that
Exactly.
you did it, and it
Yep.
got finished. You got to open one up to make sure it works. But
Yep.
that's,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
well, that was
See
fun.
if there's any misprints on it.
You said you played with your band. Who's gigging with you over at O'Brien's? last
Well,
night?
I play with 2 different units when I'm here. One is like a country unit, electric guitar and bass.
Got a strat you break out?
And they're great players. They're in the Massachusetts Country Hall of Fame as
Nice.
players. They're
Yeah, I
really
know you're
top
playing
rock,
with some real cats. I know, yeah.
And then, last night, they usually work with me at Sally's, but last night they were previously booked. So I had my folkabilly guys come in, which are a little bit more bluegrass. We do the same material.
Yeah,
But it's just more
style it up a bit.
acoustic. Yeah.
Now, you flew in from
Excuse me.
Baltimore?
No, I drove in from, actually I'm in Baldwin, which is a suburb of Baltimore.
Okay.
I had me and my wife have a home in Tennessee. And we were there for like 4 or 5 years. I had lived there previously.
Right.
And then moved back but my grandchildren, we missed them. too much.
Yes.
And we just
I'm
said,
lucky
you know,
mine are right here in Weymouth.
Yeah, well, God bless you. See,
Yo,
that's the
we
thing.
every opportunity we get.
You can't be away from them.
No.
No, especially in these times where the children need the two generations.
Yes.
Which supplies a lot to them about information about the world. And I think that's one of the reasons we have some problems, like, you know, because so many people live so far away, there's no connection to the older.
You know, one of the things that I've always said, my family when I was a kid, they broke up when I was 3, and no dad in the house and stuff. And we moved in with my grandparents, my mother's parents.
Right.
Having the influence of my grandfather around was huge for me.
Oh.
You know, I mean, it gave me this, gave me some kind of, I don't know, I was able to be, there was more respect from me, you know, just the way I conduct myself and the way things go, you know? Absolutely.
Well, you know, I always like that story, and I don't want to get into a long story here, but you know, about the elephants where they thought they were being poached or whatever they call that stuff, and they found out that there was no senior elephants in the herd.
Right.
And at night, the teenage ones, or for lack of better words, the young ones, males, would go around killing the innocent, you know, the weaker ones. So how they solved it, they put in some senior elephants and ended up right away.
That ended that.
Right, that ended that. But see, there's your example of society. I mean, really, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, us people that are working as educators are working really hard at this.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm so fortunate to be surrounded by people like Mrs. D'Amato and Monica Haldeman and people like that at Sacred Heart, because that is the focus. The focus is our younger citizens. Here's a prime example right here, Danny. I mean, he's been doing great. He's doing some great artful things. He's singing. He's coming on TV. I mean, it's the type of thing that we want to see our kids doing. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're a musician too, and that probably had a whole lot to do with your development. I mean, it's creativity as opposed to destructivity.
And I started writing pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
You know, there was some girl in the 6th grade I wanted to impress, so I started writing songs. And you
got to start somewhere.
Didn't work.
Never does actually, but
Mark, I want to thank you so much
for having
here.
me.
Listen, you call me anytime you coming through New England, you know, and I'll make sure I make room for you to get on here.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Danny, thank you, brother. Thanks for being on. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Now, you're a stayover camp. What, are you taking the night off?
Today I'm going back later on.
Today?
Yeah.
Good for you. Thank you for taking a break in that and spending some time with us here at B&N. It's really important to me that you came in and spent the time with us. I really want to thank you for that. Okay?
Okay.
Listen, gang, don't forget you'll be able to see this show sometime. You know, I might go home and put it on tonight and see if we can't get it uploaded. Sometime tomorrow you're going to be able to check this show out on YouTube. Right, YouTube. It's all about arts and the #1. You know something? Our Facebook page is growing and growing and growing, and we need just a few more likes to get up to that magic number, 500. How about who wants to be the one? Who wants to be the 500th liker for our Facebook page? How can people get in touch with you, Mark, to get this CD?
Well, just search me on the internet.
That's all it takes. I know you're there.
You know, if I always try to point out, a lot of people think my name's Brian with an A, but it's Brine with a B-R-I-N-E, like the salt. But if you look me up on the internet, you'll find everything. Just don't look me up on the post office wall.
Well, they'll probably find us there too.
They'll probably find me.
You know, we're gonna link that up, your website up to.
Thank you, sir.
So you go to It's All About Arts, click on Mark's name, and it'll be there. Listen, gang, thanks an awful lot. Ready to say goodnight, everybody?
Yes.
Listen, gang, thanks an awful lot for being here with us. Get out there and do something artful for yourself, please. You know, enjoy yourself. Come on down to the farmers market, enjoy some live music. Get out and do some painting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I like to say every week, please keep in the forefront of your minds our mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews on foreign soil. Please get out, do something artful for them. Val, we miss you. Can't wait to see you back next week. Listen, gang, we'll dig you later, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Glenn.